Hi everyone. In this video, we can understand how to find the Z-bus matrix for a given power system network using building algorithm. In this problem, if you see the diagram, it has three buses: first bus, second bus, and third bus. And these are the three elements connected in between the three buses. One is J 0.1, the second one is J 0.2, and the third one is J 0.3. And you also have a mutual impedance between this element which is connected in between 1 and 3 and the element which is connected in between 1 and 2. And lastly, the node 1 must be considered as a reference bus. For this power system network, we need to find Z-bus matrix using building algorithm. First of all, in order to obtain the Z-bus matrix using building algorithm, we'll go with step by step. In step 1, I am adding an element between first bus and second bus, and the first bus is the reference bus. So consider this element between first bus and the second bus. What is the impedance? J 0.1 is the impedance and first bus is the reference bus, right? Now for this network or for this partial network, what is the Z bus matrix? As this is the Z bus matrix which is obtained in the first step, I am assuming it as Z bus 1, and it is given by, since it is only one element, you have that impedance and you will get a 1 by 1 matrix. This is a 1 by 1 matrix, and this matrix has the number 2 and 2. Why we have 2 and 2? Before connecting any element, you have only reference node. Now I have connected an element between the reference node and the second node. So the node 2 is created. Hence this element is called as Z22. Okay. So from this matrix, what we can understand is Z22 value is J 0.1. Next, in the second step. So in the second step, I want to add one more element to the already available partial network. So this is the already available partial network 1, 2, and it is a reference, and this impedance is J 0.1 per unit. Okay. So as the units are not given, you can consider them as in per units. Now I am adding the second element which is from second node to third node, whose impedance is given by J 0.2. Now this is called as addition of a new element from existing node to new node, because 3 is a new node and 2 is an existing node. As we are adding an element between already existing node and new node, this element is considered as a branch. When you are considering the element as a branch, you need to use the mathematical expressions related to addition of branch. Now I am assuming that the bus impedance matrix which is obtained in the second step as a Z bus 2. Now we know already, or we can understand from our previous classes, when you add a branch, automatically the order of the matrix increases by 1. So previously this matrix is a 1 by 1 matrix. As I am adding one element, this 1 by 1 must be increased to 2 by 2. So you must have two rows and two columns. What are the two rows and two columns? As we have already created node 2, you must have 2 and 2 here, and we are creating the third node by adding a new element. So you must have 3 and 3. Now what can be the elements in this matrix? They are Z22, Z23, Z32 and Z33. And in this matrix, we already know this term, which is Z22, J 0.1 per unit from the previous step, and we need to find these three values, Z23, Z32 and Z33. If you know Z23, it is same as Z32, right? Now, so Z23 and Z32 are off diagonal elements. So what is the mathematical expression for a off diagonal element when you add a branch? It is given by ZQI. It is equal to ZPI plus YPQ rho sigma bar multiplied with Z rho I bar minus Z sigma I bar divided with YPQ. Okay. So this is a mutual admittance vector and this is a self admittance of the added element. Now, as we are adding an element which is not having any mutual impedance with the available elements, I can consider this entire term as 0. Okay, when you consider this entire term as a 0 vector, you will not get this entire expression. So this is converted into ZQI is equal to ZPI, where P is nothing but the node from which the element is added. So I am considering P as 2 and Q as 3. Because I am adding an element between 2 and 3, I am considering P as 2 and Q as 3. And what is I? I values must be considered based upon the previous partial network. In the previous partial network, I is 2. Because 1 is reference, we need to start from 2. So I is equal to 2. Now, substituting P, Q and I in this mathematical equation, you will get Z32 is equal to Z32 is same as, we know that ZQI is same as ZIQ because they are bilateral elements. Okay, so Z32 is same as Z23 and it is equal to, what is ZPI? In place of P, if you substitute 2 and in place of I, if you substitute 2, it becomes Z22. Now what is Z22? It is J 0.1. So no need to find Z23 separately. So Z32 and Z23 both are same and they are equal to Z22, which is J 0.1. Now we got off diagonal elements. Next go for diagonal elements. What is the expression for diagonal, mathematical expression for diagonal elements? It is ZQQ is equal to ZPQ plus 1 plus YPQ rho sigma bar into Z rho Q bar minus Z sigma Q bar whole divided with YPQ. Right? Now, when there is no mutual impedance between the added element and already available element, this term YPQ rho sigma bar will become 0. Hence, I am making this entire term as 0 vector. When this entire term is 0, you will not get this value. Now you left with 1 over YPQ and it is equal to small z PQ. What is small z PQ? It is the self impedance of the added element. Small YPQ means self admittance of the added element and it is self impedance of the added element. It is ZQQ. Now in place of Q, what we have considered? 3. Hence ZQQ means Z33 and it is equal to Z2, P is 2. So 2, 3 plus small z PQ. So what is the self impedance of the added element? It is J 0.2. Hence you will get J 0.2. Now what is Z23? It is already J 0.1, we know, plus J 0.2. This value becomes J 0.3 per unit. Now you got off diagonal elements as well as diagonal elements. Hence the Z bus matrix for the second step is 2, 3, because these two are the new nodes that are created after adding two elements. Now Z22 is J 0.1, we have found already. Z23 is J 0.1, Z32 is also J 0.1, and this element is J 0.3. Okay, so this is Z bus 2, which is obtained for the second step. Let me go to the third step. So in the third step, we are adding one more element between first node and third node. So what is the previous partial network? Means the partial network of the previous step. So 1, 2, J 0.1, 2, 3, J 0.2, and we are adding this element now. We are adding this element whose impedance is J 0.3, and it has the mutual impedance of J 0.4 with this element, which you can consider as first, second, and third element. Now, let me know how can I find it. How can I find Z bus matrix for this addition? Now, if you observe, 1 is a reference node and it is already existing node. 3 is also existing node. As we are adding an element between two existing nodes, we need to consider this as a link. So we need to use the mathematical expressions related to addition of link, right? How can I do it? First of all, I need to know off diagonal elements, because uh, or we know that when we add a link, the order of the matrix remains unchanged, but each and every element of the previous step will be changed, right? Hence, I can write Z bus 3 as Z bus 2 minus, you will get this expression ZL2 ZL3 multiplied with Z2L Z3L whole divided with ZLL. Okay. This is the mathematical expression which is used to find the modified Z bus matrix when you add a link, right? Here actually in generalized mathematical expression you have the formula like this. If you see our earlier classes, it is Z bus modified is equal to Z bus old minus Z ZIL bar multiplied with ZLJ bar divided with ZLL. Okay, so ZIL bar is a column vector or a row vector, and ZLJ bar is a column vector or row vector divided with ZLL. Now, so in order to find ZL2, means ZL2 is same as Z2L, ZL3 is same as Z3L. So these two are off diagonal elements and this is diagonal element. So in order to find ZL2, ZL3 and ZLL, we need to use the mathematical expressions related to addition of link. Okay, so let us see the mathematical expressions. So for off diagonal elements, which is ZLI, the mathematical expression is ZLI is equal to ZPI minus ZQI plus YPQ rho sigma bar into Z rho I bar minus Z sigma I bar total divided with Y PQ PQ, right? Now, what can be I value? So I values can be considered from 2 to 3 because I is equal to 2 comma 3. 2 and 3 are already created nodes of the previous partial network, hence I is equal to 2 comma 3. Now for I is equal to 2, for I is equal to 2, it becomes ZL2, right? And it is equal to, what is P? As we are adding an element between 1 and 3, P is equal to 1, Q is equal to 3. And what is rho and sigma? Rho sigma are the nodes between which we have an element which has the mutual impedance with the added element. Hence, P and Q are 1 and 3, rho and sigma are 1 and 2. So, rho is equal to 1, sigma is equal to 2. Okay. Now, substitute all these terms in this mathematical expression. When I is equal to 2, you will get ZL2 is equal to Z1 2 minus ZQ, Q is 3, I is 2, so minus Z32 plus YPQ rho sigma means PQ is the added element, rho sigma is the element which has the mutual impedance with the added element. So I can write this as Y1 3 1 2. Okay. So PQ is 1 3, rho sigma is 1 2. So Y 1 3 multiplied with Z, rho is 1, I is 2. So Z12 minus Z sigma is 2, I is also 2, whole divided with Y 1313. Okay. Y1313 is the self admittance of the added element between first bus and third bus. Y1312 is nothing but the mutual admittance between the element between the elements 1 3 and 1 2. Okay. You can understand the meaning of these terms in this way. Now, what is this value? This value is 0 because P is a reference bus, 1 is a reference bus, so this is 0, and here also Z12 value is also 0. Okay, and you left with the remaining terms. We know already what is minus Z32. What is Z32? Z32 is J 0.1, as you can consider from this matrix Z bus 2, it is J 0.1. So we know this value already, and you need to find this value in order to find ZL2. When you find ZL2, ZL3 and ZLL, by substituting all these things here, you will get Z bus 3. Right? Now, how can I find these two admittances from the primitive admittance matrix? First of all, form a primitive impedance matrix for the added element and the element which has the mutual impedance with the added element. So what is the added element? Added element, or we can consider 1 to 2 as one element and 1 to 3 as another element. 1 to 2, 1 to 3. If you observe here, this is the element which is having mutual impedance with this element, and this is the element which we are adding right now. Okay. Now, what is the primitive impedance matrix? In the primitive impedance matrix, the diagonal elements are the self impedances and the off diagonal elements are the mutual impedances. What are the self impedances? So the self impedances are J 0.1 and J 0.3. What is the mutual impedance between uh, 1 2 element and 1 3 element? It is J 0.4. So you can consider here J 0.4, and here also you can consider J 0.4. Now from this, if I take the inverse of this matrix, I will get the primitive admittance matrix. What is this? This is primitive impedance matrix. And what is this? It is a primitive admittance matrix. Now what is Z inverse? If you find the inverse of this matrix manually, because the inverse of the complex matrices is not available in your calculator, so you need to do it manually. So if you find the inverse, you will get this as your answer. So 2.3077J, and it is minus 3.0769J, and you will get this as the same value 3.0769J. And another self admittance is 0.7692J. Okay. Now what is this element? This element is a diagonal element, and it is the self impedance, sorry, self admittance of the element 1 2, and it is the self admittance of the element 1 3. Now from this matrix I can obtain the values of y1312. Okay, what is y1312? This value, so it is minus 3.0769J, and from the same matrix I can obtain y1313. This is the self admittance of the added element. So y1313 is 0.7692J. Okay, now we got all the elements in this equation. Z12 is 0, Z32 is J 0.1. So let me do ZL2. ZL2 is equal to minus J 0.1, right, plus y1312, plus what is y1312? This one. So it is minus 3.0769J multiplied with Z12 is 0, and you left with Z22. What is Z22? Z22 is also J 0.1. So I can write this as minus J 0.1 total divided with y1313. So it is 0.7692J. Okay. Now what is ZL2? Tell me what is ZL2. If you perform this mathematical operation with your calculator, you will get ZL2 value as 0.3I. Similarly, by considering I value as 3, because what are the I values which we can consider? I values can be considered as 2 and 3. The reason is, in the previous partial network we have created 2 and 3 nodes. So I values must be considered as 2 and 3. When I considered I as 2, I got ZL2. When I consider I as 3, I will get ZL3. Okay. So similarly, by considering I as 3, P as 1 again, Q as 3 again, rho as 1 again, sigma as 2 again, you will get ZL3 mathematical expression as, what is ZL3 mathematical expression? It is Z13 minus Z33, Z13 minus Z33 plus y1312 z13 minus z13 minus z23 divided by y1313. Okay. Now what is z13? It is 0. It is also 0, and it is minus what is z33 value. Z33 value already we have found. What is Z33 value? 3, 3. So Z33 is J 0.3. Substitute that value here, minus J 0.3 plus Y1312 is minus 3.0769 J as it is, and minus this 0, and you have minus Z23. Z23 is J 0.1 divided with Y1313. What is Y1313? 0.7692J. If you evaluate this with the help of your calculator, you will get ZL3 as 0.1I. Okay. Now you got this off diagonal element and this off diagonal element. Okay. Next, diagonal element. Diagonal element. So what is the mathematical expression for diagonal element? ZLL is equal to ZPL minus ZQL plus 1 plus YPQ rho sigma bar multiplied with Z rho L bar minus Z sigma L bar total divided with YPQ PQ. Okay. This is the mathematical expression for ZLL. Now substitute all the known values. Substitute all the known values. P is 1, so Z1L minus Q is 3, Z3L plus 1 plus YPQ rho sigma bar means Y1312 multiplied with Z rho L means 1L minus Z sigma L means Z2L total divided with Y1313. Now as P is a reference node, ZPL must be 0, hence Z1L is 0, and here also Z1L is 0, and it is given by minus Z3L. As we have understood, these are bilateral elements, so ZL2 is same as Z2L and ZL3 is same as Z3L. So Z3L value is 0.1 I or 0.1 J. So 0.1 J plus 1 plus what you can substitute in place of Y1312? It is minus 3.0769J multiplied with minus Z2L. What is Z2L? 0.3I or 0.3J. Okay. You can consider either I or J completely, and it is divided with 0.7692J. Okay. So if you evaluate this with the help of calculator, you will get this ZLL value as minus 0.2J. Minus 0.2J. Okay. Now let me write everything at this slide itself. We got ZL2 and it is also equal to Z2L as 0.3I, 0.3J or I. Next ZL3 and it is also equal to Z3L, and we got this value as 0.1J. These are the off diagonal elements and this is the diagonal element. Okay. Coming to the final step. Why it is called as final step? Because all the elements are added. When all the elements are added, The Z bus matrix which we are getting is the final Z bus matrix. So Z bus 3, as we have seen earlier, is equal to Z bus 2 minus ZL2 ZL3 multiplied with ZL, or sorry, multiplied with Z2L Z3L divided with ZLL. Okay, so this is a 2 by 1 matrix and it is a 1 by 2 matrix. If you multiply these two, you will get 2 by 2 matrix, and this is another 2 by 2 matrix. So you will get a correct result. Now, what is Z bus 2? Z bus final is equal to Z bus 3 is same as Z bus final, and Z bus 2. We have already found Z bus 2, which is J 0.1, J 0.1, J 0.1 and J 0.3. This is Z bus 2, which is obtained in the previous step, and it is minus. Here you need to substitute these values. Okay, so 0.3J as one element, 0.1J as another element. Here also 0.3J as one element and 0.1J as one element. It is a 2 by 1 matrix and it is a 1 by 2 matrix. When you multiply these two, you will get a 2 by 2 result divided with ZLL. What is ZLL? Minus 0.2J. Okay. So before finding Z bus final, first you need to evaluate the multiplication of these two matrices, and you need to divide each and every element of this 2 by 2 matrix, which is the result of this product, with minus 0.2J, minus 0.2J, and you will get this value as, so let me write this matrix as it is: J 0.1, J 0.1, J 0.1 and J 0.3 minus what is the value of this matrix. Okay, so please find the multiplication of these two matrices. It will be 2 by 2 matrix, and divide each element with minus 0.2J. You will get this matrix which I am writing right now. So it is minus 0.45J, another element is minus 0.15J. Coming to the second row, it is minus 0.15J, and the last element is minus 0.05J. Okay, now subtracting each and every term, minus minus becomes plus. You will get 0.1 plus 0.45. So the first element of the final Z bus matrix is 0.55J. Next element is 0.1J plus 0.15J. So you will get 0.25J, and this element must be automatically 0.25J. 0.3 plus 0.05, you will get 0.35J. Okay, so this is the Z bus matrix of the given power system network. So this is the Z bus matrix of the given power system network, which has three buses like this. This is the first bus, second bus, third bus. This is J 0.1, this is J 0.2, this is J 0.3, and you have the mutual impedance of J 0.4 per unit. For this given power system network, this is the Z bus matrix. As the first bus is the reference bus, actually there are three buses, 1, 2 and 3. So the bus impedance matrix must be of the order 3 by 3. But in the question, the first bus is given as the reference bus. Hence, you must get the Z bus matrix of the order 2 by 2. And this is our result. Okay. This in this video, we have determined the Z bus matrix using building algorithm for the given power system network. In the next video, we will see whether we are getting the same result of Z bus matrix using singular transformation method, which is a much more simple method when compared to this method. It is a simple method. We'll check whether we are getting the same result or not. So keep note of this result of Z bus matrix. We'll see in our next video. So thank you very much for listening to this class. If you like this video, please share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much once again.